What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. It is the one and only crypto enthusiast Light Liger here, and today I have great pleasure since I will be once again talking about deflating tokens. And this video was brought to you by Mero Currency, MRO, the very first low burn rate deflating token with a burn rate of 0.001%, which is the lowest that I've seen so far, given the competition have 1 to 2% average. And there's a max supply of 21 million tokens, which is the same amount of Bitcoin, by the way, and there's support up to 18 decimals, and only 32,000 MRO have been burned so far. And the thing is, it is definitely going for a different type of strategy from its competition, which have inherently higher burn rates, and it's still going to be some type of a store of value, but it's going to be a token that you're going to be a lot more frequently sending to your friends or exchanges, because with a lot of these other tokens, when they are burning at the rate of 2 to 3%, you're going to be losing a fair chunk of your overall volume when you're going to be selling it on a decentralized exchange, and you're going to be maybe even losing the gains in the simple transaction itself, because the cost of a transaction can be up to $10 in the case of Bomb, for example. So it's not something that you inherently want to trade on a frequent basis on an exchange and out with your friends and etc. with other tokens. You inherently just want to hodl to them until the value goes up to a price where you want to really trade it and make the gains. But MRO is not really going for that type of a route because the burn rate is relatively low. So even if you send a 1 million MRO, well, I mean, in that case, you're going to be losing a lot of money. But in basic transactions of sending 50 MRO, the cost of sending that, aside from the Ether, is going to be very, very low. And that is pretty much the route that it's going for. And there is actually airdrop happening on Telegram, simple social media steps. So you want to definitely do it if you want to get some MRO in your hands. They're also doing a lot of airdrops for other deflating token holders and other special tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. So they do a lot of partnerships with other projects there, which is one of the reasons why I think this successful project will amount to something at some point. And it's already listed on 4 different exchanges: DDX, Skurex, Bamboo Relay, and Token Jar. And it's all already listed also on Koinomi wallet, which is one of the most used mobile wallets out there. Not my personal choice, but still a great place to store your MRO tokens. Other choices obviously are like Atomic Wallet and MyEther Wallet. And one of the things that I do believe when they're saying mass adoption, 1 donation at a time, is the amount of decentralization that this project has. Because something that never gets talked about is the fact that how many token holders there actually are. Even with Bomb being the most popular token, there's only like 2,800 people who hold it, and that is 10 times less than MRO. So when you look at this chart, you can definitely see the level of decentralization of the project is so different on all of these projects. And I think what MRO has done extremely well is the fact that they've been able to distribute the token in different types of ways, multiple different airdrops to other token holders, the MRO holders, different types of bounties. And that is the way, when you have different type of distribution models through bounties such as this, you will have tokens on multiple hands. And I think that you can only become a very popular token or coin when it's on multiple hands of different people. That's how the word of mouth actually gets exchanged. You might have some very highly valued tokens out there or coins, but they might be on hands of the 1% or 50% of the supply is held by the developers. And that is actually the case with a lot of these projects out here. So the distribution is extremely golden. And then as we saw in the chart, it was very important that we see that so much Mero is really on multiple hands right now. 26,000 people hold this token right now, and that is obviously plus the exchanges which might be holding it as well. So it is probably going to be increasing a lot more, and I think that is due to a very successful airdrop model. And they also have another token, which is a sibling project run by the same people who are running Mero, which is the whole token. I will be doing another video about that in very soon future, and basically they had 20% burn rate. So it's a very two sides of the coin, so to speak. One is deflating at a very low rate, and one is deflating at a very high rate. So we will see what type of use cases there will be in the future. So far, not much is mentioned on their website regarding that, but it is definitely the most decentralized deflating token right now. And I do like the fact that because the deflation rate is so low, that it's probably going to be transaction amounts are going to be inherently higher versus these other projects, because you're not too worried about losing so much value with each transaction. So they have multiple bounties going on and airdrops, and they've been very successful at distributing the token to many people as possible. And I think that amount is going to be increasing so much in the future to come. And I think that it's going to be taking a lot of time until even we're going to be seeing a 1 million burn, but it's going to happen at some point. I mean, it's relatively new, and also already 32,000 has been destroyed, so we will see how this turns out. But definitely, if you want to learn more about Mero, I suggest signing up for the airdrop, and also checking out their Telegram, Discord, and other social media channels down below. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys on the next video. Cheers.